Hello and welcome to the introductory video for the virtual chapel on Mighty. I'm Justin here. You're going to see my screen share instead of me today because I'm going to show you how to find your way around. And I'm going to try and do it quickly, but also with detail, so bear with me and we'll find the balance. You can see my mouse moving around on the screen, so I'm going to point to things for you. You've got a helpful little thing over here to download the app, which is a great idea on your phone. It's so great, and you know all the other different things that you can do. And I'm going to go up here to the top tab, and I'm going to work my way down this left screen, this left menu, which is really where you decide where you're going and what you're doing is with this left side here. So there's going to be some similar formats everywhere you go, and you'll see some that are rows of stuff like this, and some that are more like a news feed on Facebook. And this section up here is what's called global features, technically, and it just means everything. So this is the Explore Everything tab. It's all the different people and groups who are participating all in one. And if you go to your main news feed, you'll be able to, for one thing, customize it, which is great in a way that Facebook, never let us do, because it wants you to see certain things. You see what you want to see here, just what you want, and you can set it all, and there's different ways you can arrange it. And it's a news feed, just like you'd be used to. You can react to things, you can comment, and the thing that it seems confusing at first for most people is that you can't post here. And so in Mighty, what you do is you post into one of these groups and not into the main news feed or your personal profile or anything like that. So you'll come over here to the social media section and you'll see the chapel community, right? And so this is for the virtual chapel. It's my community space, our community space, where we do post all the readings for chapel and where the book group will be once we get that going again after the summer. All that stuff that we've always done is right here under the chapel community. And we have a news feed. So this is the main area where if you're going to post something, you can do it right here, share a post. You can also go up here to this create option in the corner, and it gives you different options. So you've got a quick post, which is just what you see here basically, and it's your good place to start. But an article is, you can write an entire blog post in here. If you want to include multiple pictures or images, that's the way to do it. You can also ask questions or polls, and of course you can invite your friends, which please do. The more the merrier in terms of social media, right? And you can see here that we have multiple groups. So here is Evolving Enneagrams space, and here is a post from Nian, who has been a great support in this, and we are launching this together in a way, and not in the way we are, and she's great, and you should definitely check out her space. She's got lots of great stuff here, including free resources. So one of the things that you'll find here instead of Facebook is that there's going to be a lot more access to well-organized free resources. So if you're interested in the Enneagram, check out all of this. That's just free for anybody. So these are the two spaces that are communities. There are others who are working in the background who aren't showing up yet because they're still building their spaces. And there are two other spaces here that I'll be moderating myself. One's theology and philosophy. The other is Celtic studies. And these two are more academic, scholarly spaces. So if you've come here for those reasons, this is what you want. The names describe what they're about. And yeah, we're hoping to foster, and we already are, especially in our community videos, which are still a work in progress here. We've got 3 in here right now. I'm in the process of setting all this up and upgrading it, and there's going to be so much free, awesome conversations between people coming from some of the more academic Facebook groups, in particular the fans of David Bentley Hart group. This is where you want to land if that's where you're coming from. And then we have the meme championships here, and this is because memes and fun are important, and we want to make space for it. If you don't like memes, then we suggest you leave this space. And the way you would do that is by clicking here, and you can mute the chat if there's a chat going. You can leave the space. And so that's a good thing to know. You're auto-joined to all these social media spaces, but if you don't want memes, or you don't want stuff from me, you just want Nian, or you just want the theology and philosophy, you can leave everything else. However you want to do it, you can set it up. And so that's good to know. And then as you go down here, we've got spiritual services, and this is going to expand again as people in the background finish setting things up. Right now it's Nian and myself. And so if you're interested in spiritual direction with me, if you're interested in ministry coaching, if you're interested in having me for public speaking, or you're looking for my book, this is the place to find all things Justin specific. And same within the Evolving Enneagram. In here, we had free resources up there. This is, if you want to really go deeper with Evolving Enneagram, then this is where you're going to come, and you're going to learn a whole lot more about all the awesome things that they have going on. Yeah. And then down here in the housekeeping section is the Getting Started page, which you are viewing right now, and doesn't have this video in it yet because this video does not yet exist as we're looking at it. And this is where everyone lands. And you can leave that space as well if you want to, if you're getting notifications from it or something like that. I don't know if you will, is the honest truth at this point, but you can do that. If you're interested in becoming a host, then the Advanced Memberships tab here explains all of that in detail, the different ways that you can participate, and it's based on which spaces you're in, the social media, the spiritual services, and the other option being hosting all of your course material and all of that kind of stuff in a private space behind the scenes, which is something that is possible and you can talk to me about if you like. The community guidelines are pretty straightforward and also a bit of a work in progress. The hammer and anvil is ironic because I am a very gentle person, but I also like to laugh, and I hope you found that funny. Yeah, so there's some rules here. You can read them, and I suggest that you do. And then down here, if you want to donate, these are monthly donations. If you feel like this project is great and you want to support it, because it does cost a lot of money, and we're launching right now, and we're counting on, in part, not entirely, but in part, we're counting on donations from people like you who feel this is important and care. So if you're up for that, then there are options to do that down here. And if you would like to do it in a different way, in any way, just reach out to me, and I'll be here to answer any of your questions. And that counts for everything. Even if you just want to ask more questions about this space and about how we moderate it and what we use it for. Yeah, so welcome, and thank you so much.